Hello, everyone. Welcome to We Are Only Human, the official podcast of the College of Education and Human Sciences. My name is Kerr, and I am the producer of the podcast. And it's been a while since I've seen you guys, but we have a special day today. We are saying goodbye to our hostess with the mostest. Yeah, okay, sorry. We're saying goodbye to Luisa.
Yes.
And so we wanted just to kind of give her a chance to talk and anything that's on her mind before you've already graduated.
Yes.
So we've already had graduation, but before you exit Stillwater and Oklahoma, ouch.
Ouch.
Because you've been in Oklahoma for a while, haven't you?
Yes, it's been 5 years.
5 years in Oklahoma. And I will say this is special because we were just talking about this. This is the 50th podcast.
That's so sad.
So you're going out on 50, which is, we'll see how that plays out. But how are you feeling?
Well, what an honor it was to do this. When you first invited me to do it, I was like, oh, I'm not really an in front of the camera kind of person. I just write. And then it was honestly the best part of my senior year, just to kind of talk to people and get to know people, different people from not just the journalism area or the things that I was covering for the newspaper, and do something fun and find my voice in front of the camera, especially not doing something like TV and anchoring and just being able to be myself and incorporate that for the podcast. And I hope I did a good job. I loved everybody that I talked to.
Well, you did a fantastic job, and I knew you would. I mean, that was a given. But the fun part is watching you. You have a gift, and your gift is conversation. Your gift is you make people feel important. And as a former journalist myself, I know how important that is, because you will be able to communicate in levels that a lot of people can't, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yes, we've enjoyed you, and we have received so many compliments about your work and what you've done here on the podcast and how you go about yourself and how you carry yourself as a person, which I think is the most important.
Well, I'm horrible at taking compliments. You're making me want to cry.
That's okay. This is your one. This is it. After this, no more.
No more. It's over.
You're done. Let's talk just a little bit about the podcast, and then we'll talk about you. Okay. So, if you can remember, because I know the last month has been kind of a whirlwind when you're trying to graduate, but is there any podcast that we did that sticks out in your mind?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to play favorites because I really did enjoy all of them, and I learned something new from everybody. I think the two that I had so much fun was with the dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences. He was so nice. He was so respectful. He showed me his tattoos after we were done, which was great. But he was and he kept remembering me after the episode. And so it was so great to kind of have an informal conversation with somebody who is the dean of a school. And I enjoyed it very much. It was a beautiful day.
Yes.
I loved where we sat and did the podcast. We got to chatting. All the three of us got to chatting after the episode, and that's always fun too. Yeah. So that was one of them. And then the homecoming episode with Josh and, I'm so sorry, I'm going to forget the name. Yes, I'm bad with names.
Yeah, we did it right here.
Yes, we did it right here. And they were so kind and answered all the questions. It was so conversational. I loved those. And I have to give a shout out to my roommate, Taylor, who also came on the show, who's so smart.
She did a great job.
And we got, it was so hard to spend time with her this semester because we were so busy. And then to just be able to do that, doing something that I love and having her talk about what she loves and then me do what I love doing was a full circle moment for us in our personal life. So those are all my favorites. And I do love our first episode, the one you interviewed me.
Yeah.
I watched that for I don't know if that makes me a narcissist.
I don't know.
It's fun to watch how far I've become more comfortable as we've gone.
Of course, which is fantastic. And I think that, you can definitely see your growth and your comfort. And I think it's a skill set that will, just make you that much more dangerous in the future.
I hope.
Yeah. So that's great. So let's talk a little bit about, let's for those of you that didn't catch our first podcast with you as a host, And this is really caught me by surprise, hard for me to believe, but you are a international student.
Yes.
So tell us where you're from.
I'm from Brazil,
You're from Brazil.
from a city called Curitiba.
That's easy for you to say.
And I came here as an exchange student in 2019 to Bartlesville, Oklahoma,
Okay.
for my senior year of high school.
Right. A
And
Bruin.
Yes, a Bruin. Yes,
Yes.
go Bruins.
Yes.
And so I really loved it. I loved the place. I loved the people. I wanted to pursue journalism in the United States. That's what I've always wanted to do and did not think it was possible. COVID made me go back home. And I was just miserable. I could not get out of bed. I was like, I have to go back there. And OSU accepted me and they gave me scholarships and they welcomed me back to Oklahoma. And it's been 4 great years.
Absolutely. And you caught my attention as while you were working in the journalism building. And so I became familiar with your work and knew what you had to offer. And I was in need of a host for this podcast. And I thought, wow, Luisa Clausen would be perfect for this because she is such a great interviewer. And again, like I said, that's a skill. But outside of what the work we've done here the past year, what are you going to take away from your time at OSU, and not maybe necessarily on the education side of it, but just as an experience, because you're seeing it from a completely different angle than most students here on campus?
Well, I'm going to cry. Just you guys, I graduated 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm still very sensitive.
Yeah, of course.
All my friends left campus and I'm just like by myself.
Yeah.
I grew up here. It's crazy to say that because, you're a teenager and you're a kid and you're growing up, but then there's just this switch into adulthood, not fully there yet, but just being able to be myself fully. I never got to do that before. And just at the Ocali, being able to meet those people and find my voice and interview them, it's silly to say this, but I learned how to be who I am today here at OSU. And that does not erase everything that came before. All of that played a role into what I've learned here. But the nights at the Ocali and editing the papers and doing interviews and learning from my mistakes in the interviews or making mistakes in the stories that I've written, or the conversations off the record that I got to have and learn from those people, and the professors who saw me at graduation and were my sources for the past 4 years, and coming to tell me all the good things that we've shared and all the hard moments, because there was hard conversations there, but the mutual respect, I think that's what I got from OSU. There was always respect, there was always patience, and there was always room for mistake and getting better and improving. And I hope I get to continue to honor that here.
Of course, and I think that's the beauty. And we're getting away from the College of Education and Human Sciences here for just a second, because I am a veteran of the Ocali as well. But what a training ground it is that you get to actually practice your craft while you're in college. And you made an important point, the fact that they do allow you to make mistakes. They do allow you to be a youngster before you go out and have to do it for real.
Exactly.
And that's a tremendous value.
Yeah.
And it also allows you, I think, a college campus, because it is almost like a small city or a community, or however you want to say that, it allows you to practice what you're going to do.
Yes.
It's very real, very realistic. And I will have to say, I have a degree in business, but the Ocali gave me my career. I tell people that, OSU, I have a diploma from OSU, but the Ocali gave me my career, which I will never be able to pay back. Yeah, never.
That's exactly how I feel. And
Yeah.
I think OSU has this in every single school here. They have the fashion school where you can practice all those things, and you can go work at, downstairs and do the dinners and the lunch and everything. And I think that's what makes your college career better. I will never be able to repay the Ocali. I will never be able to put into words what I've learned there, because it's not just one thing. It was every day. It was every night. It was sleepless night. It was Sundays when we had our meetings. It's something that nobody else but that group who was there, just like you.
Right.
And it's I know that I'm going to go places because I started here.
Right. Exactly. Okay. We've gushed over OSU enough. So let's talk just a little bit about your future plans.
Yes.
Can you share with us kind of what you're planning on doing here just in the next few days?
Yes. I thought this was going to be a lot easier. I thought I was just going to get a job and just, start all of that. Again, I'm emotional, trying to make decisions. And that didn't really work. As an immigrant, it was a little bit harder in the beginning. And then I started thinking maybe it could be fun to get a master's degree, especially because I want to be an international journalist. So I think it could be cool international correspondent. So I think it could be cool to get more experiences from different places. I got into several universities here in the U.S. And outside. I got into City University of London. And so now I'm between making my choices between London and American University in Washington,
That's a shame.
D.C.
That's a
I
real
know.
shame.
How hard is that?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to start my career here, and I don't even know if I should be, saying this. But, and my boyfriend is here, who is somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with, hopefully. And, but London is also an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing school. And so we're decided this week and next week are decision time. So I'll let you guys know.
Adulting.
Follow me for more on LinkedIn.
Adulting.
And the biggest thing of all of this is financial. It's not,
course.
Just
Yeah,
a choice.
and you're going, and as we know, it's schools are great, opportunities are great, but it's what you do with those.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
and you will make the most of it no matter where you go.
I
So,
hope. And there's OSU alumni in Washington and in
course.
London,
Of
so it's
course.
going to be great.
Yeah, I mean that's a beautiful
There's
thing.
connections there.
Well, and I think that obviously the landscape of media and journalism has changed drastically.
Yes.
In the last few years, especially since I kind of parachuted out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think adding that international kind of side to it, I think is only going to make you that much more valuable to whoever you go work for. And I think, telling those stories that at this juncture in our planet need to be told.
Exactly.
And so that's important.
And I don't want to pivot just yet. I've had a lot of my colleagues graduate, and it's hard out there for everybody. It's not just journalism students, but and they're looking for different things. And I really, really don't want to do that. I think even if it doesn't look like a traditional journalism job, or if my future is not the traditional path, which is totally fine, my purpose in this life is just telling people stories and listening to them. My name doesn't even have to be attached to it. I don't want, not just politics. I want to know, how that impacts somebody in the middle of nowhere in Iowa or something like that. And so I just hope I get to continue telling stories. And I know it's not going to be easy, but I know the core and the beauty of this profession and what it can change and what it can do for the better. And please, in 20 years, if you see me, please ask me if I'm still doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And I think that's what is so special is getting to watch young people like yourself who have found their passion. There's no greater thing, no matter what you want to do with your life. If you find someone that is passionate about what they're doing, then that erases a lot of the difficulties. Doesn't mean, like you said, it's not easy. It's not always fun.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to beg for vacation
or
and
cash.
time off or cash.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference. But if you're passionate about what you do and it's who you are as a person, you'll never deviate.
Yeah.
And I think I see that in you. There's students that you work with that you know, and you're one of those. And so I have no qualms about what you're going to be doing and how your life is going to progress. And it's exciting. It's fun and exciting to watch. So that's great. All right, enough gushing. We're going to let this go. Everybody have a fantastic summer. We've got a couple of extra episodes we're going to roll out over the summer that we didn't get a chance to. But other than that, have a great summer, and we'll be back in the fall with a new host.
Yes.
Sorry.
A way better host. She's
Oh,
gonna be
no,
amazing.
I don't know about
it
that.
It only gets better from here.
But she's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Brazilian shoes to, no, Brazilian sandals to fill.
Yeah. Well, let me thank you before you wrap it up.
No.
This man is an amazing person for the school. You've done so many great things for all these students here. Everything that you do that goes unseen is very much appreciated.
Well,
all the stories that you tell, the documentaries that you do, please continue to keep telling
well,
stories.
it's the same. I am cut from the exact same cloth that you are.
Yes.
I am a people person, and I love telling people stories, and I do it in many different ways with many different. I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is, yeah, there you go. That's it. That's exactly right. And
if my future looks anything like yours, even a little bit, I'm going to be very happy.
Well, I've been blessed that I've been able to, what I just told you, I've been able to do myself, is I've been able to survive by
continue to reinvent yourself.
Yeah, and telling people stories.
Yes.
And so that has been a blessing, and we're going to keep going.
Yes.
We're not going to stop. So anyway, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you
guys
for watching.
And thank you guys for watching. And we will see you probably in the fall with some more exciting stuff with We Are Only Human, the official podcast of the College of Education, Human Sciences. I should have let you say that because just one last time. You want to do it?
I was going to say
okay,
it.
Do it.
Thank you guys so much for an amazing year, for watching, for the episodes, for the guests, for everybody who showed up here. It's been a great time. And this is We Are Only Human, the official podcast of the College of Education and Human Sciences.